Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and welcome to the first speed art of set 11. I think this is the first speed art. So to start it off, I'm drawing one new creature, and when I drew it, I wanted to draw like a pill-shaped card, or like an egg, and then I was like, oh, it looks more like a penguin. So I drew a flipper sticking out right, I drew one of the feet sticking out right there, and I drew the little hands right here. And I was originally gonna make it more of like an egg, but then I was like, no, I'll just make it a penguin, because it looks like a classic penguin. And I actually have an image of a penguin on my desk, and I kind of looked at it for reference a little bit. Then I drew this staff, and I was originally gonna make it a twig, but then my hand slipped, and I was like, oh, it looks just like an icicle, and it would make so much sense for a penguin to hold an icicle, because they're all frozen. And then I drew these cartoony chibi eyes that almost look like an emoji, and I love the way the eyes came out. And then I decided to draw an iceberg, because usually I draw generic backgrounds, and I don't do detailed backgrounds. Like sometimes I just draw like one color, or I just draw a background and just draw a slight line with colored pencil. But I want to draw a full-on like background and a full-on art, so I actually drew an iceberg that the penguin is standing on, and I think the depth in the card came out really good. Then after I finished the line art, I'm just doing the line art for the penguin right here. So I'm drawing all the little details of the icicle he's holding and the iceberg that the penguin is standing on. Then I decided to get my Copic markers. I went for my blue colors here. I think I show, after I erased the details here, I think I showed the Copic markers on the screen. Here's the ones I use, because a lot of you guys seem to want to know what Copics I use. So I went in with the lighter blue Copic to draw the outline of the iceberg, but I still left white in the middle because it adds detail. Okay, there's a quick cut there because my dog started barking. But I went around with the light blue, then I did the darker blue for the edges of the iceberg. And after I colored in all the edges of the darker blue, I went back over with the same lighter blue to blend the colors together a bit better and really make the iceberg look better. Then after that, I erased everything. I went in with, oh, I forgot I did this. I colored in the icicle light blue, and I was trying to get as much white as possible, but my pen slipped, and you could still see a little bit of the blue, but I think I made it look okay, and I hopefully blended it out pretty well. Then after this, I was going to do black, but then I was like, no, then you won't be able to see the eyes that well. So I went in with a darker shade of gray and colored in the entire penguin. So hopefully you could still see the cartoonish emoji-like eyes a little bit. And then I used Dash's spree markers that he gave me. And I colored in the edges here with this black color to add shadows. And then I traced over and blended it all back in with my darker gray. And then I added more shadows on the right side because I was like, yeah, maybe there should be some here also. Then I recently got a normal orange Copic marker because I only had the Copic Chow orange, and the normal Copic is way darker than the Copic Chow, so I was able to use it for shadows and for blending together for the feet. And then I almost forgot to draw the beak, but luckily I did it at the very end. Then after that, I went ahead and grabbed my blue colored pencil to color in all around the card and to color in the iceberg edges. When I'm coloring a colored pencil, it tends to come out messy, so I always redraw it. And I don't know, I almost forgot to draw the little bit of blue on the edge of the icicle staff thing. I imagine he uses it to walk, like maybe he's old and it's like a walking stick also. That's kind of what I thought in my head. Now, I was thinking of giving the penguin a beard at one point, but I decided not to do that. Then, after I colored in the whole card blue, I then made it an ice type, which is really rare, because I don't make ice types that often, so I think it was really fun to try and do an ice type for once, because I tend to, if it looks like remotely like a water type, I tend to favor, maybe I should make a video talk about the forgotten types, maybe I'll do that in the future. Anyways, then I colored in the bottom gray, because the penguin's kind of gray, so it ties the card together. Then I went back over the left side with the blue, so it kind of gets lighter, it goes from lighter blue to a darker blue, and then I went ahead and called it Defiant, and then I was going to call it Defiant Penguin Soldier, but I went with Defiant Penguin. Then I drew the power and the defense. I made it relatively weak with 100, 200, and he's a stage 1, and I made him a common card, but I didn't know what effect to make, and I actually gave him a really strong effect. So you can summon him to your opponent's field by paying your opponent's tokens, which is a crazy powerful ability because you can use your opponent's tokens to summon a weak card. So they could be saving up for something good, or if they have extra tokens, but then they're stuck with Defiant Penguin on their field, which I think is an interesting ability. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys!